From WNIJ Studios on the campus of Northern Illinois University, this is Sessions from Studio A. I'm Spencer Tritt, excited to welcome Daisychain to the show this week. Front women Nicole Regala and Sophia Williams asked the question, why is everything such a boys' club? On their song On Your Own 2 Feet. They set out to challenge that when they formed psych rock band Daisychain back around 2018, along with guitarist Frankie Srapata. Along the way, they've also recruited drummer Pete Tashin, and they've released a few EPs, a bunch of singles, and the band is getting ready for their debut full-length album. We'll hear live recordings and talk with Daisychain coming up this hour on Sessions from Studio A. Welcome to Sessions from Studio A. I'm Spencer Tritt, joined in Studio A this week by Daisychain. They're a rock band based in Chicago, getting ready for the release of their debut full-length album, produced by Sylvia Massey, who's worked with everyone from Prince to System of a Down. Coming up this hour, we'll hear Daisychain recorded live, and we'll talk with them about the making of that new album. It's going to be called All in a Name, and set for release this summer. Let's get right into the music. This is Natalie, recorded live in Studio A by Daisychain.
So sweet when you want to be sweet as a dream. And then you sink your teeth. Why you wasting my time, Natalie? So mean. You're my cloudy day. Keep on loving me in all the wrong ways.
This is Sessions from Studio A, and you just heard Daisychain playing live here in Studio A, and I'm joined now with the band. Thanks for coming out to DeKalb, everybody.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, no problem.
I think I read this project got started a few years before COVID times. Tell us how this project got going.
Sophie and I met in 2017 at a local Chicago bar called Gallery Cabaret, pretty spontaneously, and both of us, when we met, just wanted to collaborate with somebody and jam. So once we met, it just kind of, that started the whole entire journey, and Sophie knew Frankie, and so we kind of just like nabbed him. Yeah.
We were like rolling with some of the same people, and I was going to a bar that she worked at, and she mentioned that she was working with Nicole, and introduced me, and I think not knowing how serious she was saying, I was like, hey, if you need guitar, like let me know. And the next thing you know, she picks me up for practice like 5 days later.
Yeah.
And so, Nicole and Sophia, was it just you two for a little while then? Were you actually writing at that point too, or were you just saying like, okay, we got this idea, let's get it going?
We wrote a few songs before, but Frankie was pretty much there like from the jump, and we like roped him along for a Nashville show that never actually happened.
Common story.
But yeah, we've all just kind of been doing it together since the very beginning.
Every show, every like recording session.
And, it was cool because, like, when Sophie and I met, like, we both kind of had a couple ideas already in the bag that were just kind of, like, cool, strong ideas. And then each of us, like, added something to them, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, wow.
Yeah, it was really exciting to see, even at the beginning, the evolution of just, like, our solo ideas or even inspirations come together and form then and now something that's, like, an amalgam of all of us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was wondering about kind of finding that sound of the band, and also your harmonies together are real strong, real tight. Was that something that came easy, or did you two have to work on that a lot together? Tell us about that.
To be honest with you, like, that was natural. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, it was just there already. And then over time just got, like, more refined.
Yeah.
And it's just, like, I think from jump, our voices already complemented each other. So that was just sheer luck.
And I think we've both been a sucker for harmonies. Like, I grew up on folk music and like just, ate up all the harmonies I could get. Even like the Spice Girls, I know they're not folk, but like when the Spice Girls came out and they were harmonizing and I was like 10 years old, I was like, if they can do it, I can do it, and it was just it's lots of inspiration from many different places.
And I was a choir nerd for years, like throughout childhood and even like college. So like we just already were like, yep, that's happening.
So you had a background in singing already, and then what about the rest of your kind of backgrounds or your influences that lead up to the sound of Daisychain?
I mean, my first memory of life is watching a Beatles movie, the Help movie, but like stuff from like the 60s and 70s, rock or country or soul music, that kind of thing, Motown.
Right, and we all have like I think such a broad influence of music, like anywhere from hip hop, rap to folk to classical
funk.
to I mean, we'll hit all the genres in the van when we're touring. Like it's just like an unexpected. You have no idea.
Rub off on each other a bit.
Yeah, for sure. And like I've learned to appreciate. I like metal, but I never really got to dive into it. And meeting Frankie, like I've learned a lot of metal, some that I love and some that I'm like, okay, cool.
It's like I don't know that I would have listened to Megan Thee Stallion on my own accord,
Right.
but
she's
I did.
passionate.
I know.
Yeah.
So you guys have a few EPs out on streaming services, and you're in the process of getting ready for the first full-length album. So this is going to be the debut full-length album coming out this summer. What can you tell us about the album so far? Can you give us a title yet? Is it secret?
Can we do
Tell us
that?
about the new record.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. The name of the album is All in a Name. And all I can say is that it is seriously from top to bottom, in my opinion, just bangers. Like, I really just think you could like party to this album, drive down a mountain in a van to this album, like rage this album, make love to it, whatever you want to do. Like, I think it's just a very like well-rounded, like cool album that really takes the listener on just like a cool journey. That's all I can say.
Yeah, and like Frankie said earlier, like just having the different influences, I think the songs individually are very different and span a bunch of different genres, but if you listen to it as a whole album and separately, you can just get like a broad array of emotions and ideas, but it's all, I think, really cohesive.
At its core, it's the people in the box, in the sound. They're the people in the stereos. Regardless of what direction songs take. I mean, this album, like I've been recording music with bands since I was 16, and this album is in a league of its own in terms of just
Truly
everything about it.
I'm very excited for it. So it'll be coming out this summer. Is there a set date for it yet, or are we just saying summer?
I believe it's June 27th.
June 27th.
June 27th, and we'll be having a couple singles leading up to that. And the first one will be out in April.
In my mind, I keep you buried alive now. For my entertainment, hear you scream, hear you crying, it's funny. You keep on asking me, who are you and what you do to me? You keep on asking me, who are you and what you do to me? I wanna waste your time. I wanna waste your time. I wanna waste you. Take you out just so I can get back to my imagination. Keep you close, push you back, and it's funny. You keep on asking me, who are you and what you do to me? You keep on asking me, who are you and what you do to me? I wanna waste your time. Your time. I wanna waste your time. Your time. I wanna waste you. I wanna waste your time, baby. I wanna waste your time, your time. I wanna waste your time, your time, baby. I wanna waste your time, your time. I wanna waste you.
Daisychain, recorded live on Sessions from Studio A. That song was called Waste Your Time. We're hearing live recordings and talking with the band this hour on Sessions from Studio A about their upcoming album, All in a Name. We'll have more from that conversation coming up, including our talk about recording with Sylvia Massey, an acclaimed producer who's worked with the likes of Red Hot Chili Peppers and System of a Down. We also have behind-the-scenes video from this session over on WNIJ.org and on our YouTube channel. You can check that out and find more from Daisychain, including tour dates over on their website, daisychainmusic.net. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more here on Sessions from Studio A.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This is Sessions from Studio A on 89.5 WNIJ, and we are hearing a live recording from Daisychain. You can find their music on streaming services and over on their website, daisychainmusic.net. Let's get right back into the live recording with them. They're slowing things down a little with this next one and getting a little psychedelic. This is The Mirror, recorded live by Daisychain on Sessions from Studio A.
to bloom. Big man scared, wrapped in a flag. Got the sick feeling that is there in your back. Chewing on your tongue, trying to relax. And the mirror, the mirror, the mirror started to bloom. Started to bloom. Started to bloom, started to bloom. Saw something ugly in your head. I pulled it out, this is what it said. I started feeling sick. I started feeling sick. I started feeling like I started feeling started feeling like I started feeling. The mirror, the mirror, the mirror started to bloom, started to bloom, started to. Saw something ugly in your head. I pulled it out, this is what it said. I started feeling sick. I started feeling sick. I started feeling like I started feeling. Started feeling like I started feeling. And the mirror, the mirror started to bloom, started to bloom, started to bloom. We don't speak, words don't come low. Stays between us, rivers that run on. Yeah, they run on. She's a freak, and she gets away. Doesn't speak, but you want her to say what you want her to say, what you want her to say. ignores the hours. Moonlight drips down her shoulder. She just grows colder. Petals of plastic, time's a bad habit, yeah. Ooh. No one to bloom for. Oh, love, there's just no room for. All petals of plastic, time's a bad habit, yeah. Ooh. She holds fake flowers. She holds fake flowers.
Daisychain, getting a little bluesy on that last song, titled Fake Flowers. That was recorded live right here in WNIJ's Studio A. It's time for another short break, but we will be right back with more music from Daisychain, and we'll hear from my talk with them about recording their upcoming album All in a Name, and how they initially set out to write 100 songs for the record before narrowing it down to the final ones. Stay tuned. Music and conversation with Daisychain continuing this hour on Sessions from Studio A.
Key between my fingers, I'm paranoid.
Welcome back to Sessions from Studio A with Daisychain. Find their music out on streaming services, and you can follow the band and keep up with them on their website, daisychainmusic.net, and they're on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Daisychain Chicago. Also find behind-the-scenes video from this session over on WNIJ.org, along with the full episode. Let's get right back into the studio. This is Daisychain, recorded live on Sessions from Studio A.
Crystalline flowers soak up the sun till you brought showers, baby, and I'm undone. She comes in hot as a summer breeze. Takes what she's offered, yeah, you know she's crawling on her knees. Yeah,
Sessions from Studio A. You just heard Daisychain, recorded live here in the studio, and I'm joined with the band. We were talking before about the new upcoming album, All in a Name. Tell us a little bit about the recording process of the band and the making of the album.
We actually drove out to Ashland, Oregon to record it in a just like very elaborate, amazing home studio.
Mm-hmm. We got to work with one of our favorite producers, Sylvia Massey.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I read about that. Yeah.
We kind of reached out to her on a whim, assuming that, she wasn't going to answer. And she emailed back and was like, I'm interested. And we had an interview with her. And she's like, do you guys want to come to Oregon? And we're like,
wow.
Okay, sure. Yeah, let's do it.
We made a short list of people and hoping that one of them got back to us, and that would be amazing. Any of these people would be awesome to work with. And Sylvie was definitely in like one of our top people, and several of them got back to us. And so we, there was a bit of back and forth about where we would do it, how we would do it, and it took a little waiting out to finally like solidify, all right, we're going to do this fully with you. We're going to go out to your home studio. And then from that point of agreement, she's like, if you got 100 ideas, give them to me. And so we were like dead set and determined to give 100 ideas. You want to set the bar, we're going to jump that. And we
did.
We already had like, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 ideas. But then we literally, like 2 days a week from that point on for like several months, we were just getting together, hashing out ideas, and then like a practice or two later would just hash them out and do a demo, and we got 100 ideas. And when we only found out after the fact that, they're like, oh, no one ever does that. We're lucky if they give us 15, 20 songs. It's only you guys and the Red Hot Chili Peppers who actually did that, and they gave apparently like 300 ideas.
But we worked our butts off for it. It was a really intense but rewarding process, and
definitely I think everybody, that was like a huge challenge for me personally as a writer.
It tested all of us.
And we all like showed up, and we all I think really put our egos down and just like got to work. And as a result, we just have this like awesome album that's just from top to finish so polished, so cool.
Yeah,
that's such an interesting way to work. Just finding those nuggets of the idea, and it's so cool that Sylvia was open to working that way too. You think like with going into a studio that it's like there's always the time is money, you're rushing because you have the studio time, but it sounds like they were really open to experimenting.
They seemed really enthusiastic and willing to put time in on their end too, which we obviously appreciated, and just it made the whole project even better because they were so invested as well. So
yeah, and it was cool because we could just like we were like living at the studio, like that was just like that was our life. Like, it was like 6 days on, maybe 1 day off, and it would just be like 10 to 8 or like every single day. And so it was cool just to like hang out at the studio all day, work all day, listen. Like she wanted like special instrumentation. I mean, she was pulling like woodwind instruments out, like all kinds of stuff. It was really challenging, but in like a really, really good way. And I feel like we all rose to the occasion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds like a really immersive
It
way
really
to work.
was. It was like band camp, but rock and roll.
Wow. So yeah, really looking forward to hearing this record. You guys have a tour coming up. It looks like here too. You're going to be down south. It looks like in the spring.
Just like a good sort of Midwest and Southern dates, kind of a shorter tour of ours, but hitting a lot of familiar, some unfamiliar places, but such places as Nashville, Atlanta, Louisville, Cincinnati,
Memphis for the first time.
Memphis, Birmingham, number of familiar places.
Atlanta, did we say Atlanta already? I'm really excited.
Me too.
We
I've never
gonna
been
get
to Atlanta.
little Arkansas-y for a few shows.
Yeah, if you know anything about Atlanta, let us know.
Yeah.
It was the inside scoop.
If anyone down south is listening to this, they can definitely find you coming that way soon.
Absolutely.
And we're almost fully have the next tour booked. So basically, as soon as this one's done, we're gonna drop the next set of dates for May and June.
Fantastic. What else is coming up for you guys as we get into spring here and the lead up to the new record? What else is on the horizon for the band?
For the immediate future, it's we've got a couple songs coming out. Actually, we played both of the lead singles on your show today, And then we have a bunch of touring in the summer. We'll be doing more touring in the fall. And, we'll have this record out and, we'll see,
More exciting things that we can't talk about yet, but we will
not
talk
yet.
about.
Not yet. Not yet. Yeah.
Where can people follow you? Where's the best place to follow you and keep up with new music and more info, tour dates?
We are on all of the socials. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram, Daisychain Chicago. We're on Bandcamp,
YouTube as well, same handle.
Spotify. Most handles are Daisychain Chicago. Shouldn't be too hard to find us. Daisychain, one word.
Yeah.
Well, Daisychain, thanks so much for coming out to DeKalb and playing in Studio A. Really excited about the new album.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you for having us.
Thank you.
Faded on a Monday. Can I get a little more? Me and my best friend. meh. 4 more steps, I hear a strange noise. Keep a key between my fingers, 'cause I'm paranoid. 4 more steps, I hear a strange noise. He likes it when he likes it when I say, he likes it when he likes it when I say, it's like you what I want, like you what I want, like you what I want, like you what I want.
Daisychain, recorded live in WNIJ's Studio A. That last one was titled Paranoid. You can find that on their EP, Different Shades. That's out on streaming services and available over on Bandcamp, along with more music from Daisychain. That wraps up our show for this week. Thank you so much to Daisychain for stopping by in Studio A and playing for us, and to you for listening in to this week's show. You can find this full episode over on WNIJ.org, along with behind-the-scenes video from the session. Check out more from Daisychain on streaming services and on social media at Daisychain Chicago. That new album, All in a Name, is set for release this summer. If you are an artist or you're in a band and you'd like to be featured on Sessions from Studio A, send us a submission by emailing us at sessions@niu.edu. We'd love to hear from you. Sessions from Studio A is produced at WNIJ Studios by myself, Spencer Tritt, along with Mike Lundgren and Sam Knofsker. Production interns are Royce Pataris and Jalen Hughes. Thanks so much for joining me this week, and I will see you next time on another edition of Sessions from Studio A.